Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I bring you guys Halo Hero Series 13 Boot Chieftain and Elite Warlord. So without further ado, let's get on with the review. So starting off with the packaging, we'll start with the Boot Chieftain. The Boot Chieftain, it just has his name, Boot Chieftain, 21 pieces, and his box. It's got a nice CGI render of him. Nothing on the back. He's got his little instructions in there. Yeah, that's about it for the box. Now let's get on with the one for the Warlord. On the box, it just says Elite Warlord, 22 pieces. We got a nice another computer render image of the Elite Warlord up on the top corner. Halo Infinite written up there, Series 13. Again, nothing much on the back. Pretty simple packaging. As for the little paper that comes with the Halo Heroes line, on the back, nothing but all this. Nothing really important. Here we have how to assemble some of the figures, attach them to the stand, instructions for the DMR, and then here would be the render for all the figures. And there's only 5 in this series. There would have been 6, but because Halo Infinite was delayed, they had to remove one of the figures to avoid spoilers. So there's a pretty good assortment of figures. Probably won't get all of them, but I'll only get some. So let's get on with the actual figures now. So starting off with the Boot Chieftain here, he is based off his appearance, I assume, from Halo Infinite, which is very much Reach inspired. He has the helmet of the Halo Reach Boot Chieftains. I don't know so much about the rest of the armor, but this figure is very, very nicely detailed. He has red detailing, silver, and gray all over him. Here he uses a lot of parts from the Boot Captain, from the banished boots that Mega used to produce, which now they produce different ones. He has a Spartan armor piece. I'll go ahead and remove his gravity hammer so you can see it better. Here he is without his gravity hammer. There you can see his new chest plate. It's molded in gray and the silver and red have been painted all over it. Again, very nice detailing. Every single piece of armor has paint on it. His forearms have red along with his shoulder pads. His waist armor, it has red on the back. On the side he also has red, if you can see there. Also his boots have red paint on it. Interestingly, he only has 3 fingers for his hand, as you can see right there. And of course, with the new helmet, it is a very, very nicely detailed helmet. Getting a closer look at that helmet and that new chest plate, it is again a very, very nice helmet and chest plate. I can see people trying to customize this to make it like the Halo Reach Boot Chieftain. If I can get my hands on another one, I will most definitely try and make into a Boot Chieftain from Halo Reach. I already have a Halo Reach Boot Captain that I created, so I will create this into a Halo Reach Boot Chieftain when I get the chance to. And now let's take a look at his weapon. Taking a closer look at the gravity hammer. The gravity hammer includes gray, silver, and yellow detailings. It has gray around where the handle is held. There's a little bit of mist paint down there. Silver for the blade, gray on the actual hammer, and yellow to represent energy for the hammer. This is a very, very good looking gravity hammer. Probably one of the best ones I have seen. Who knows what else Mega will come out when it comes with gravity hammers. But overall, this is a very good looking gravity hammer. Taking a look at his stand real quick, it just says Boot Chieftain with a different detailing this time. Instead of it being blue chrome, it's now silver with gray detailing on it. And one last look at the Chieftain with his gravity hammer. Do I recommend this figure? Yes, I very much do recommend it. It is a very nice looking figure, even if you get it because of the mold. You know, the detailing is still great. This is a very highly recommended figure. And with that being said and done, now let's move on to the Elite Warlord. The Elite Warlord seems to take inspiration from the Elite Generals from Halo Reach and inspiration from the Halo 4 Elite Warriors, the Golden Elites. This is a very nice looking detailed figure, sporting gray for most of his armor detailings. He having a black molded head with gray painted over it. I'll get into that later. He has gray, like I mentioned, black for the undersuit, yellow for the armor, and very closely near the bottom of his yellow chest armor plate, there's blue lights on it. It's really hard to see here, but I can zoom into it later. It is a very nice looking figure. New molds include his shoulder pads, his entire chest armor, including the back plate, and his helmet, which is a very, very beautifully sculpted piece. Mega's really outdoing themselves with some of these Halo Infinite figures. Some of them look very, very wonderful. Taking a close look at that Elite Warlord helmet mold, it is a very, very nice sculpted mold. And turn around, you can see some more of the gray detailing on him. Again, very, very nice figure. He has some printing on his chest right there, on the shoulders almost. They're supposed to be triangles. It's like a triangle with lines on it. It's kind of hard to see, but Mega really outdid themselves with that. I don't think it would have been necessary, but Mega went ahead and did it. You can see that helmet mold a little bit better. It has a little bit of molding where the gray lines go down his helmet, or I should say up. And his shoulder pads are, again, are inspired from the Halo 4 Elite Warrior, I believe, of Elite class. This is, again, a very nicely molded figure. And like I said, he looks very much like the Elite Generals from Halo Reach. So if you want to get this figure, you can turn into an Elite General from Halo Reach, give him some gold, or you can just pretend like it is one or use him as a leader for your elites. Another detail from him is you can see how his neck and the actual head of the elite are two different colors. The neck is black and the head is gray. Well, the head is actually molded in black and the gray is painted on. I was taking a good look at this figure, and if you look inside the ball joint, it's completely black. And if you look in the eyes of the elite, you'll see it's black in there too, which means Mega just painted the gray on it. But nonetheless, that's a very nice detail. A lot of the elites in the Halo series, they do tend to sport armor like that with the undersuit going up to the neck. So that's a very, very nice detail that Mega made. This figure easily beats the Elite Ultra of being one of my favorite figures. And maybe Mega will release another figure that'll blow this one out of the water. Perhaps they will release Yega or Domni, which would be a very exciting figure to get. I just hope Mega starts giving us forearm armor pieces for like their forearms, because it does get kind of old seeing their forearms just molded in yellow. And hopefully we get new waist pieces too. That would be nice. That would be very nice, and get some forearm pieces. That would make the elites look so much better than they already do. The elites are amazing figured already, and they could very much benefit from things like forearm armor. The Elite Warlord has a blue energy sword, which is very similar to the one from the Master Chief vs. the Warrior set, but the difference is this one has a painted handle. It has a black handle and silver around the actual black. It is just the old mold of the energy sword with this very nice blue color, a very icy blueberry color. I really much like this color. Hopefully we get even more of these swords, because they kind of bring me back to the old Mega before the figures were super articulated and all that. But there's not too much to the weapon other than it looks very nice. Taking one more look at this Elite Warlord. Again, very, very, very nice figure. Highly recommend you to pick up this figure. But let's just take one more look at him and enjoy his very, very nicely produced molds and his comically school bus yellow color. Now as for my thoughts on these figures, do I recommend you picking them up? Absolutely. If you find these figures, buy them immediately. Don't go out there buying from scalpers. Don't go out here buying these figures for like $30 each. Go ahead, just wait till they come out and you'll find them eventually. These are very, very nice figures. That Chieftain would look very great along with the banished figures that Mega have been releasing. That hammer is very beautifully painted. That head mold and the chest armor are very well done. Same thing goes for the Elite Warlord. His energy sword is very nice. His new armor is very good, and he is a very, very well representation of him from in-game. I have compared him with the Jazzwares Elite Warlord, and I can safely say Meg has done a very good job of replicating these two figures. So I do highly recommend you to get these figures. As to what I think could be done for them, well, I don't have the Jazzwares Wicked Cool Toys Boot Chieftain, so I can't really do a good comparison of them. But I do have the Elite Warlord, and I will say that Mega should release new waist armor pieces, new forearms, definitely those two. The thigh armor and the boots can wait for a little bit, but we definitely need some new forearm armors and some definitely new waist pieces, because it is kind of trouble in customizing figures and you just have to paint the forearms a different color. I don't have anything to sculpt forearms with, so it is kind of annoying. But one piece of armor at a time. Can't expect everything all at once. Mega has been doing a good job with these figures. So I do highly recommend you pick up these figures. I very much enjoy them. They look wonderful. And that will be it for the entire video. Thank you very much guys for watching. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.